Hello everyone. Let us begin the second lecture. So I'm going to start first of all with the trace of matrices. Now, given a matrix A, sorry, let's say represented by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9. So if I have to find a trace of matrix A, it is going to be the sum over all I, A, I, A. Means I have to sum all the diagonal elements of the given matrix. So in this case, it would be 1 plus 5 plus 9, I guess 6 plus 9, that is going to be 15. Fine. Now this is defined as trace. Now there are certain properties. Now trace of A is going to be trace of A transpose. Now what is transpose operator? I'm just going to cover in this lecture shortly. Don't worry about that. So transpose is basically the you just interchange the rows and columns. Means the transpose of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Its transpose is going to be 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. Replace the Aijth element by the Ajith element. Fine. So I'm going to cover that later, but the first property you should remember. Second is that trace of A plus B is equal to trace of A plus trace of B. It's simple, you can see just adding the diagonal stuff. And then I guess anything else, there should be something. Yeah, trace of Ka, where K is a scalar, is equal to K times trace of A. Fine. Means if you multiply everything with 2 in this matrix, then the trace is going to be overall multiplied by 2. Fine. Multiplying a scalar with the matrix means you multiply that scalar with each and every individual element of the matrix. Fine. So that's clear. Let me move to the next topic, that is multiplication. Now how to multiply two matrices? Multiplication. Now first of all, when are two matrices said to be conformable to each other? Means when are they conformable for multiplication? So given matrix A and B, this is n cross n, this should be n cross B. I mean the number of columns of the first matrix in the multiplication A into B should be equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. Then we can say that A and B are conformable to each other for multiplication. Next, let me just complete this. This is going to output a matrix C, which is of the order m cross B. Fine. Now let me go to commute. Commute comes from commutative. So A and B, two matrices, are said to commute to each other when A into B is equal to B into A. But mark, in general, this commutative property doesn't hold for matrices. So I can write also, in general, AB is not equal to BA. Clear? Handwriting error. So this is all right. Let me clear this stuff. Okay, I can erase the letter. Now, so I have talked about conformable and commute about the matrices. Now let us go to matrix multiplication actually. So given a matrix, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let me multiply it with, this is of the order 3 cross 2, so this will be 2 cross something. Let me multiply with it with a 2 cross 1, 1 and 2. So this, how to multiply two matrices? If they're conformable, then you have to multiply the rows with the columns, rows with the columns, and rows with the columns. So this first row and first column would give you the first A, means the resultant C11 element. Let the matrix be C, which is A and B. The second row and the first column is going to give you C21, this element, and the third row first column is going to give you this third element, C31. Fine. So this is going to be an output matrix, which is 3 cross 1. So what is the value exactly? The first would be 1 into 2, 1 into 1 plus 2 into 2, corresponding multiplication, 3 into 1 plus 4 into 2, and the third one is going to be 5 into 1 plus this is 6 into 2, correct? What is this going to give? This is going to give 1 into 1, this is going to be 5, 3 and 8, 11, 5 and 12, 17. So this is the output matrix, which is 3 cross 1. And I just demonstrate a simple example with multiplication. You can see this also as one in a different variety. I can say that you see that this can be written as this also, 1 into 135 plus 2 into 246, correct? You can clearly see that. So what I'm meaning to say is that if I'm multiplying a matrix with a column vector, then what I get is that is a linear combination of each of the columns of the first matrix. This means that I am taking 1 times of this matrix, 2 times of this matrix, this column vector, so as to obtain the final matrix C. Clear? Clear, right? What I'm speaking. So you can visualize matrix multiplication with if you multiply matrix with a column vector, then you can say that we are going to obtain a linear combination of the columns or the column vectors of the first matrix. Okay, so this is one simple thing you might want to realize, because this is going to work a lot in your higher classes or even in the chapter vectors when you understand linear combinations. So this is one simple trick, but originally how to multiply row by column, row by column, and row by column. And this is a different picture of the matrix multiplication. Fine. Let me erase all this stuff. Now let me go to one important thing. It is called a matrix polynomial. Matrix polynomial. First of all, matrix polynomial is defined for matrices when they are square matrix. Fine. How to define a polynomial in matrix A, not probability. This polynomial in A is going to be a to the power n plus an minus 1 a to the power n minus 1, so on till a1 to the power a and a0 I. This I is the identity matrix of the same order of A. Fine. Means if A is of n cross n order, then the n cross n order, then I is going to be also n cross n order. Fine. So this is the matrix polynomial representation, and A should be square matrix, and that is important. You should understand. A should be square. If it is not square, then this a to the power n would not work out. Fine. This is matrix polynomial. Now let us go to two important operators. One is called the transpose operator, which I was just talking about earlier. Transpose operator. Now given a matrix A, its transpose is denoted by A transpose, pronounced transpose. So what we do, we replace the A ijth element is replaced by A jith element. I had given you one example there. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I take the transpose of this matrix, I'm going to get 1, 3, 5 and 2, 4, 6. Fine. So if this is of order 3 cross 2, this is going to be of order 2 cross 3. The order is reversed. And you can see every ijth element, this is 1, 1 element is going to replace by the 1, 1th element. So that is correct. This is the 1, 2 element, it is going to replace by 2, 1 element, replaced by 3. Fine. And here is no element as such for 1, 3, but 1, 3 is going to replace by 3, 1. So this 5 came there. Fine. So the order is different and this works out all fine. This is the transpose operator. Now there is one more operator which is called the conjugate transpose operator. Let me write about that. Okay, it is not clearly visible. Yeah, this is visible. Conjugate transpose operator. What to do is that you take the conjugate of the matrix and then take the transpose. So I can replace it by, I can denote it by a theta, let's say. So a theta is equal to conjugate transpose or transpose conjugate. Both are going to be same. So first of all, what to do? Let me take an example. 1 plus I, 1, 1 minus I, 2. So it is, let's say, a. So if I want to find a theta, what I should do? I should take the conjugate. So this is the conjugate. Conjugate means take the conjugate of each and every element. 1 plus I and 2, and take its transpose. So it is going to be 1 minus I, 1 plus I, 1 and 2. Fine. Now what if I took the transpose first? So if I take the transpose first, I should be obtaining a plus I, a minus I, 1 minus I, 1 and 2, and now I have to take the conjugate of it. So if I take conjugate, I'm going to get 1 minus I, 1 plus I, real numbers, conjugate stays the same. So this is what I open. So you can say this matrix and this matrix are both same. Therefore, if you take the conjugate first, then take transpose, or if you take the transpose first, or you take the conjugate later, that is going to work out same. Now you can prove it also. So let me denote the matrix A by, let's say, Aij. So what do I mean by A conjugate transpose? It is going to be Aij conjugate then transpose, that is equal to Aj this. Fine. Now, what if I do transpose first, then conjugate? I'm going to get transpose means Aji, then I'm going to get conjugate. So you can clearly see these two are same. That is what I'm speaking when I'm saying that conjugate transpose and transpose conjugate both are going to give you the same. Now, on the basis of this thing, we can define symmetric, skew symmetric, Hermitian, skew Hermitian matrices, which I'm going to cover in the next lecture. So have a nice time. Thank you.